afternoon or evening or wherever you're at, whatever time it is. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. And for those who donate to my channel, I keep on forgetting to say something, but I really appreciate the donations to my channel. It really makes a big difference. It keeps me going. I usually use all of the donations to either, get more editing apps or cards or, anything. So I always put it right back into the channel to make sure. And I also have a charity that I use, and I send off 20% of whatever I get. I always send that off, and it is to the rescue of animals. I forget the name of it, of course, because I'm on, being taped, and I forget the name of everything. But anyways, maybe one day I'll get you that and put it below. But anyways, I'm just an open book. I'm just gonna be me. I have no agenda other than just being me, and I want to also, just put my craft out there, and if you like it, you like it. And I hope you do, but I don't have an agenda. So with that, I am going to kind of walk you through a little bit of a ritual before I start any of my readings. And people noticed my crystal thing. I guess what compass is, is what it's called. I'm also going to show you that and give you some information about how to get one of those. So give me a minute and I will adjust my camera again and we'll get to it. All right, so I have sage here. I put it in a little shell. You can get these anywhere. Amazon. I get most of my things that I get from the metaphysical shop that we have here in Colorado Springs, up off of Garden of the Gods. I have sage in here, I have cedar in here, and probably a few other things, because I throw stuff in there that, when I'm like, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. So anyways, this is a Native American practice where they consider sage a sacred herb, and when you burn it, it's medicine. And medicine to cleanse things, to pray with it, to walk you through any of that. Most people know that. This right here, usually you use an eagle feather, but what I have done is anytime I've asked for spirit to show up in my life, I asked for it to show me in feathers. So these are a collective of all the feathers that I have gotten throughout my life, up until probably about 10 or 15 years ago. I can't remember when I made this. But anyways, so, some of these feathers showed up just ironically. One feather showed up when I was at work at the Air Force Academy, and I was having an extremely rough day. And I prayed, and I'm like, Spirit, you guys show me that everything's going to be okay. What's going on? And I was getting into my work truck, and as I was closing my door in my work truck, one of these feathers that I have in here just literally flew into my cab and landed on my lap. I was like, okay, right? Okay, everything's fine. Everything's good. I'm going to be okay. Also, there was another time that I was having another rough time. And one of these feathers, I was in a grocery store and I was just, kind of losing it. And I was like, okay. And I'm praying to Spirit. It's like, I just need a sign that everything is okay. And I look down and there's a feather on the floor in a grocery store. I was like, oh, you're just showing off now. Spirit, you're just showing off. And so all of these feathers that I have collected throughout the time that I have just found, we don't need an alarm, that I have just found throughout my life, I have collectively, and I put them together. Long story short, right? Let me turn off my other alarm. Okay. So anyways, sage. The only reason why I'm bringing this up and talking about it is because there's some subscribers in there. It's like, hey, we would like to know how you do things. We would like to know how you prepare your stuff. So I'm just walking through some stuff that subscribers have asked for me to do. All right, I'll let them know. So as I burn it, like I said, this is medicine. So what I do, let it burn for a minute. Then the smoke. And I'm going to do a grand tableau this morning. So I'm going to sage my cards so that we can start fresh. Whatever question I ask, whatever energy comes through, that it's cleansed. I have a prayer on these cards to always tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, as Linda G says. I really like Linda G. I like Cash Peters. I like Ellie Down Under. Cash gave Ellie, I love her. She's pretty sweet. And this evening, I'm going to be going live, so don't miss that with a special guest. That should be around 4:30 p.m. my time, Mountain Time. So please join us. Please, please, please. I'll probably put the reminder up maybe 15 minutes early so that you guys can do that. So there, I saged my my Kipper cards. And of course, while I'm at it, I might as well sage my other cards. Just to keep on top of things. And I try to just kind of keep it there instead of, go right over it. I do give it a little bit of time and a little bit of effort here to cleanse my cards, to start fresh, make sure all of the energy is in there, and of course the prayer. Always don't forget the prayer that you put into your cards. Some tarot readers call it a spell. I call it prayer, so you can do whatever you want. And then of course I sage my spots. Like that. I go through some for you guys, and I just let it burn out. I never try to smash it unless it's on fire or something, but I never tried to do that. So anyways, that's the feathers. That's the reason why you see these feathers here. Now somebody asked me about my pink box where I keep my cards. I put it away so I can do my grand tableau, but this was a barter gift. So when I do a reading, I do barter gifts. And so this person, I can't remember exactly the name. I'll look it up. But anyways, I gave her a reading and she made this for me. It is, I know that I'm going to get this wrong. Either handmade, not homemade, but handmade. Homemade, I guess, is for cooking. Handmade is for craft. So she handmade this for me. She asked me my colors and everything, and butterflies and things like that. So that was pretty special. So I didn't buy that anywhere. Somebody handmade that for me. Same with this. And I'm going to put a description down below how you can get one. This one is a crystal compass and crystal direction. I also did a reading, and this was another barter gift that was sent to me. And she has a special way of igniting it, and she'll show you how to do that as well, how you do that and all the stones. And she asks you a few questions, and she intuitively puts your stones together. So this is mine, and I put it here for my readings. Yay! So I noticed that you guys saw some of that. And this is just a new pendulum that I have, that I got. All right, so let's get to the reading now. Enough of all that, right? Here we go. So I'm going to do a grand tableau on the energy of the United States. I'm going to make the main man Biden, and Trump is going to show up in his normal way, and then anybody else that comes in the spread and see what's going on. So we're going to see what the overall energy is right now in the United States. And this, these are the Kipper cards that I use. I also read inverted, so that's a little different than some people who read Kipper. Inverted cards just give me a little bit more oomph, meaning that may be a little negative stuff going on. And this is how I shuffle them, so that it's all equal and even, and when an inverted card does come up, it's true to its roots. So, the overall energy of the United States. The overall energy of the United States. The overall energy of the United States. Like I said, I made Biden the main person, the main guy, and then 45 has his own little card. It comes up. What I do is 9 across and 4 down, and then I start reading the association. Is it all in the frame? Oh, yes, and I have my Jazzy, who passed away, I think it was about a month or so ago. She used to be my snorer downstairs in the basement. But now that I have come up here into my room, you see my Chihuahuas would stay in bed most of the morning. And they're laying on my bed, but they snore. So they have taken the spot of my little Jazzy. And they will snore. There's 45. And Biden is right here. He's inverted. Pleasant letter. But he is going forward. Biden is in the good lady. So here's 45. There's the White House. Changed 45. Right here. So it tells us one more time that 45 will be gone. Meetings, good lady. So we have the vice president, good lady. So we have pleasant letter, Biden, good lady, and meetings. So it looks like they're going to allow them to get in and do the meetings and carry on with presidential life. The sage gets to me. All right, let's see what's going on. We have 45 right here, and then the main person in prison. False person, unexpected money, 45. Receiving a gift from, this has always been Putin, right here. Receiving a gift from Russia about theft. And it's connected to Kamala Harris, so I don't know what that's about. But she has high honors right here. So she's going to be okay. Meetings and high honors. 45 going back, but he is not forward. So that's good news right there. And the change right here in the White House. So this is the overall energy of the United States. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading this where false hope in keeping him in the White House is what's going on with his base. False hope in keeping him in the White House. Because we have gloomy thoughts, rich girl, false person, unexpected money, which means that his base is giving him money, but he's giving them false hope in keeping him into the presidency, and a change is happening within all of that. Prison. So he's just being a criminal, just flat out criminal. But the main person inverted. Let me ask Spirit, who is that representing? You know what I just heard was Pence, and that would be hilarious to me that Pence came in inverted prison in 45. Like this, maybe Pence is turning his back because there's the little child, the young child is connected to 45 again, and court, little child. Bereavement, a journey, bereavement, gaining money, the little child, and main person. He's not going to get anywhere with his court cases. Court here is inverted, and court person and prison. So they thinking that what 45 is doing is just criminal. He's not going to get anywhere with his court cases. Even though he blasts them out to help his base, but it's right here. Even bereavement here, gaining a lot of money, a little child. This is the court. This is connected to the court bereavement. It's ending. Short illness is here, is inverted here. So short illness. I think this short illness is connected to the bereavement, short illness in court and prison. And court person here is saying that his sickness, his mind, him going into all of this conspiracy theory and all that is ending. It is ending. He's going to go on a journey. Okay, let's go forward. So Biden is here. Kamala here. Meetings. Now, 45 and Kamala, there's something going on. Kamala Harris is on his trail with theft and Putin or Russia and receiving a gift. She is on his trail right here. I think it's just saying negative, meaning that the struggle is real, trying to getting him into the White House. That's all. It's just going to, when he gets there, he's just going to have to play catch up, and I think that's all that is the upside down, because Kamala Harris is on it, but Biden, he's just that president. He's just going to get in there. He's just behind the curveball because of ding dong here. That's all. Because he's got to get, because he's going to have to deal with military and negative negative stuff around the military. He's going to have to deal with 45's base, which is success and love, which is inverted, so they don't love that he's there. Grief of an anniversary, meaning that the 20th of January, there's some grief going on, but so I mean, this is all just saying that it's just. But there's nothing, he's not in danger. I don't see anything in danger. And right here, theft and 45, he's trying to steal the election, right? 45, but Kamala is on that. She's just on it. Here's another thing with the court. The court, gaining the money, false person, and sad news. He's not going to get anywhere with his court stuff again. So that's just another confirmation about his court problems. 45s. Work occupation goes forward with Biden and Kamala Harris. Huh. All right, I think that's all I can kind of get out of this one. This is the overall energy of the United States and what's going on with Biden and 45. So I'm going to do another one with the Senate races. The Senate race in Georgia, and then we'll call it a day. The Senate races in Georgia. And I'm just going to leave it up to the cards to let me know and tell me the story about the Senate races. I think I'm going to make Democrat senators the main guy, and then we'll put the Republicans as the main woman. So we'll see what happens. See how that is going to happen. All right. So this is the main person, which would be the Democrats. Success in love. This inverted child, it's kind of premature right now. It's telling me the premature. The main person for the Republicans are in the back, and the Democrats are ahead. But the Republicans' theft is trying to do that. The Republicans are right here, receiving a gift, court, and bereavement, meaning ending of their court, probably ending. And it's right underneath the Democrats. So the ending of the Republicans and success in love with the Democrats. It's telling me right here. They're not going to like it. High honors right here, and then the little child. So it just tells me that it's kind of premature, but the high honors right here, they're not going to like it. They're just going to be absolutely infuriated. $45 unexpected money with the Republicans, so he's going to try to throw as much money as they can. Prison, bereavement, court, prison, right here again, theft, Putin or Russia right here, theft, court. All of the Republican stuff is back, and what goes forward is the Democrats, so just remember that, especially if I get tongue-tied. But it's not, it's like they go forward, they're going to get it and all of that. However, it really does, they have to deal with 45's base. And so it tells us right here, the high honors, they're not going to like it. They also have grief of an anniversary, which is inverted, meaning they're going to be happy about the 20th of January coming around, and they get the White House, right? They get that, but they still have to gaining money, great happiness in prison. So 45 is trying, but it's just his base going forward is just not going to like it. That's all that is when they're inverted. They're just going to have to deal with the negative condensation around 45's base that just cannot get it together. They just can't get it together. But 45 again, because this is 45's card in my Kipper cards. He shows up like that every time, so I have assigned that to him. He is again next to prison, court, bereavement, theft, and Russia. And receiving a gift, but he's just going to fund the Republicans, senators, and it's not going to work. Journey, short illness, high emotions around it, false person with the Republicans, his false person around it, marriage card, which is connected to a long ways away, which is also connected to Russia, also connected to 45. Change in their, and see right here we have the Republicans, a change in their home life. They're no longer going to be senators or whatever. I don't know. Do they have another job after losing your race in the Senate? I don't know. Sad news. So going forward, we have going forward right here when the Democrats get it, that we have sad news, court person, work occupation, and military. So I don't know what that story is. Because Russia's right here. So sad news, court person, work occupation, and military. So the Democrats are going to have to deal with this because there's theft right here next to them, connected to 45. They're just going to have to deal with a lot. But we at least get it going forward. If my cards are telling me what I'm supposed to, about the Senate race, they're going to get it going forward. So I'm sorry if I repeat myself. That's just how it goes. Sometimes I have to tell my story again so that I can go forward in what the cards are telling me. But it looks good. It really looks good. Other than 45 trying to steal the race through court. What else is new? But everything, like I said before in all of my readings prior to this, nothing's working. I really want you guys to remember that every time, because they're going to shove that information out there just to scare us, just to get us worried, but nothing is working. It's getting flatlined. So, all right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. And don't forget, this evening, a special guest. And I'm going live for about an hour and a half, around 4:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So, thanks, guys. Bye.